Hello, welcome to this week's cook along at Parker's Tavern Kitchen. Not live, unfortunately, because I've got to be somewhere else, but there we go. I promise I'll be back in a couple of weeks. This is cook along number, what's that, 50? Yeah, it's cook along number 50. So we're getting close to a whole year's worth of cook alongs. Today we're going to do a stale bread sandwich. You might have seen it on our Instagram reels already, with kale braised in stock and cheese. It's sensational, it's completely unctuous, and I'm going to show you exactly how we cook it here in the cook along. I love it because it's using up ingredients that might not have been used up. So we're going to use up stale bread. And that starts quite simply with these fantastic ingredients. We've got kale. Now I've got some cheese. This was the cheese rinds, actually, the ends of the cheese. Hot stock, olive oil, garlic, and stale bread. Stale bread, really stale bread. You can't use that. Well, you can. I'm going to show you. So the first thing is just to warm up a pan with some olive oil. Yeah, nice lot of olive oil for this recipe. I'm going to take a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm going to give it a good old smash here on the board. Ready? We'll do that when we're flying. Let's try not to let the garlic cloves go flying and all that sort of stuff. Right, and we're going to let that olive oil heat up and infuse with the garlic there. Really vital. We get that fantastic sweet garlicky flavour. Of course, if we wanted that savoury garlic flavour, we'd put some salt in it at this point and to give us a savoury flavour. Now I'm just going to cut 2 slices of bread, like so. It's a bit difficult because it's stale, but you go slightly thicker than you normally would, about 1.5 centimetres. That works really, really well. I'm going to pop that into our pan and we're going to start to fry it on both sides. Right, while that's frying away beautifully, I've got some boiling water here as well, and I'm going to make sure that's nicely seasoned. We're going to pop our kale into this boiling water. As soon as it starts boiling, ladies and gentlemen, it takes its time, doesn't it? Crikey. There we go, boiling away. We'll pop the kale in and we're going to blanch that for a couple of minutes until it's nice and tender. So our toast is now getting nice and toasty on one side, so I'm just going to turn that over like so and turn the heat down so we don't burn the bottoms. No one likes a burnt bottom, do they? No? Right, I'm making myself laugh. I'm here by myself and I'm making myself laugh. God, right, our Cavolo Nero is nicely blanched now, nice and tender, but that's only halfway the cooking process. The other half is when we're going to be braising it in between the sandwich, and that gets really, really, really soft and rich and delicious. So first job is to take this now, and we're just going to sprinkle some cheese on the bottom. Look, you can see that's the rind of the cheese there. Doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. In fact, it adds a slight earthiness to it, and I think that's a real sort of bit of honesty there in the flavour, which is fantastic. So now's our Cavolo Nero. We're just going to take our Cavolo Nero, and this is such a meal in itself. You see what I've done there? I've just gently placed it on top. Extra cheese. Loads and loads of cheese, and then we're going to put a generous bit of salt and pepper on the top. Go easy on the salt because it's the cheddar in there is quite sharp as well, and then we want to be careful there. So I'm just going to pop that on top. You can see right now, that's just a funny old sack of a sandwich there. So we're going to add our stock now. Going to keep that going, and we're going to pop it in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes until the stock's reduced down and everything's starting to look a little bit softer and crispier. Right now, our sandwich has been in the oven for about 5 minutes. You can see the stock's reduced down about halfway, and it's really rich and full of flavour there. So what I'm going to do is just pour some of this rich stock over the top of the sandwich like so, and that's going to soak in and double up those flavours. And just to finish it off, we're going to put extra cheese on top. Whoa! Oh, this really is the sandwich of kings. Oh, now actually my stock's starting to reduce down a little bit too much, so I'm going to put a little bit extra in there. And then we pop that in the oven for about another 5 minutes. Oh wow, look at this. It's gorgeous, it's rich, and there's only one word for this sandwich really, and that's unctuous. What a delicious word. So I'm just going to bring the pan up to the boil, and I'm going to take this fantastic like garlicky rich gravy and make sure it's just reduced a little bit. Yeah, and I'm just going to spread a little bit on top of that sandwich as well. Whoa. The flavour is out of this world. It's incredibly rich. It makes the most amazing gravy. So, time to plate up. Just gonna... Wonderful. Silence is golden and delicious and fantastic. Look at that. Now there is nothing quite like this sandwich. It's rich, it's delicious, it's even got gravy with it, and it's hot. What's better than that, hey? Look, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing all right. I'm okay too. Oh, I just got to nip out for a little bit. I'll be back not next week, the week after next. So I hope everybody's doing well, and it's not long to go. And I can't wait to show you our outside restaurant and what's happening out there on the 12th of April. Lots of love, and take care.